Hello and welcome back once again to the Forest Job. We are on the road to the Europa League final, fingers crossed. Before we get to the second leg of the game against Borussia Dortmund, which is finally balanced at 0-0 after the first leg, we have the advantage of having away goals counting for us in this second leg. If we can draw this game with a score draw or better, we're going through to the final. Before we get to that though, we've got highlights of what turned out to be a very impressive result for us away from home at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea in the Premier League. A result which, if you actually look at the league table on the right hand side here, puts us within 3 points of 6th place. There are 2 games left. They're very winnable games against Aston Villa and West Bromwich Albion, and they're both at home. And we've struck on a formation which works for us. Let's have a look at that now. So you can see it's a fairly, what's the word I should use here? Familiar looking setup. It's a variation on what we were playing before. It's also a variation on what we played at the very beginning of this save. If you remember, we played with the 2 DMs and an attacking midfielder with 3 forwards ahead of them. That being said, a few little changes have been made, and I'm going to show you those changes right now. First of all, I just need to move the right wing forward a little bit. Don't mind all of the weird names. I'm not going to be playing Harrington at centre back. It's just that when I loaded up another formation and then tweaked it, a lot of the players just kind of got all mixed up. So we're going to put that right now before we get into the game. Newell, of course, will start in goal for us. Harrington is not going to be playing for us at the back. Bremer instead is going to be taking the honours there. Worrell should be partnering him, and of course they play the other side of each other. Arcas not looking too great at the moment. Kabayi actually stepped in the last game and did very well for himself. So I'm tempted to actually do the same again there. We should find a place on the bench for Harrington, who has been pretty decent. But who do we put him on for? Kabayi makes sense. We could go very attacking, couldn't we? I'm not in the mood to go very attacking. I'll tell you what we will do. I think Hloshek's going to make way, although Victor Malejo... Okay, Harrington on for Malejo. Malejo's missing out this time. Kabayi is going to come back into the side as the central midfielder of the midfield pairing. You'll notice he's stationed a little bit further out to the side and a little bit further forward. That seems to suit him very nicely indeed. Centurion on the left, and we're going to be playing Wilson on the right. Lolly missing out on the game today. Still not entirely convinced of Kabayi there. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to play Nyangbo up front, because I think he might actually benefit us today. Looking at the stats between the 2 players, slightly stronger, not quite as quick. I don't know. There's something about Nyangbo at the moment where he's firing on all cylinders. Having said that, Hernandez scored a very nice goal against Chelsea that you saw, or that you will see in a second in the highlights. We'll get to those in just a second. But I think this is going to be our starting lineup for today. I don't see any reason to make any further changes. So there we go. That's going to be our lineup for today. Let's have a look at the instructions, and you'll see that we're playing... Well, we're not going to be playing counter-attack. We're actually going to play possession. Short passing, attacking in the wide areas, maintain formation, and a middle support range. Defensively, we're going front line aggressive, wide containment area, defensive line and compactness right in the middle. And for advanced instructions, we're going with wing rotation and deep defensive line. Right, now, before we get into this game against Borussia Dortmund, let's take you back to that memorable 3-0 win over Chelsea that puts us in with a chance of finishing in the top 6 come the end of the season. Well, there we go. As you could see, a couple of fortuitous goals, I suppose it could be said, and then one that was very much well crafted on the counter-attack thanks to the pace of Harry Wilson on the right-hand side. That finish from Hernandez after, and that was using the R1 R2 combo for super cancel to just run him in behind the defender and pick up on the loose ball. Absolutely fantastic. I love it when those kind of things come off. Anyway, we're going to get into the game today. Remember, if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe and click on the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss further episodes. And of course, it would help very much indeed if you enjoy this episode, if you were to click on the like button. We must feed the almighty algorithm after all. So we kick off now this second leg. It's all to play for. We've got everything to gain, and to be honest with you, at this stage of the season, with the expectations that we had at the beginning of the year, nothing to lose whatsoever. We're in a brilliant position that we could put ourselves into our first European final for 41 years, but if we don't, at least we can take heart from the fact that we've gone out to one of Europe's best. So we're here at the Signal Iduna Park, and as the players walk out onto the pitch, we see a wall of black and yellow, the famous wall, in fact, of black and yellow. Dortmund, such an intimidating place to go when you need to get a result. That didn't stop us last time though, did it? I'm hoping that the extra body up front, or extra two bodies wide up front, and the aggressive pressing nature of this formation that we're using today will give us the chance that we need to put us into the final. Looks like Erling Haaland is starting, the son of Alf Inge, who I think it's fair to say is going to dwarf his father's career. He'll be starting in the middle with Sancho and Hazard either side. No place today, by the looks of it, for Mason Greenwood. I may have missed his name on the bench, but he's certainly not starting. So with those formations out of the way, we can get into the match and, well, fingers crossed, quite frankly. Well, that's a good win by Busquets to start with, setting the tone nice and early, and then immediately losing it to set the tone the other way. Oh, well, never mind. Down the right-hand side, our right, their left, with Sancho. It comes back to Schultz, who I take a little bite out of and get away with it. Here's Haaland early on, turns, and I've not... That wasn't anything to do with me. We've given away a free kick, and if we concede from this free kick, I don't mind telling you, given the fact that I had absolutely no control over that whatsoever, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. The wall needs to do its job today then. Thorgan Hazard over the ball. He will take the free kick. I don't think I have to say anything, do I? Six minutes in, Borussia Dortmund, 1 goal to the good, thanks to a stunning, let's be honest, free kick from Thorgan Hazard. The wall did not do its job, neither did the goalkeeper. But questions will be asked about the nature by which the free kick was awarded. And now it's all on us. Dortmund can afford to sit back and just play keep ball for the rest of the match if they want to. Here's Hadji looking to make up for his mistake early in Nyangbo. Oh, it's gone in! Nyangbo equalises immediately! And Nottingham Forest have got their away goal, which puts them in the driving seat only minutes after losing control of the match completely. And it's Yanis Hadji, the Romanian, who cost his team so dearly with that foul just outside the area that has put it into the box for Nyangbo, who somehow managed to force it home after the initial shot was saved by the goalkeeper. What scenes do we have here? The Forest fans on their feet applauding their man. All is forgiven as far as they're concerned for Hadji now. You can see this press up top working reasonably well for us at the moment. Problem is when they get in behind us, and they've just got in behind us. Thankfully, Newell equal to the effort. Can be a bit difficult for us to defend at that point. Oh, hello. I thought Nyangbo was going to get in there. Just for a second, I had an inkling that he was going to get his foot on that ball. Sancho into Haaland. Shot from very far out. And if he's going to shoot from there all day, I'm absolutely happy for him to do so. Oh dear, that's awful. That's absolutely awful. And if we concede from this... Oh, we've got away with that one. But they're pressing us very high up. Almost mirroring what we're doing. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, of course. Now, of course, we can afford to keep the ball. There's no rush as far as we're concerned. Kabayi, he's only a short lad. Of course, he'll be retiring at the end of this season. Wouldn't he love to add a Europa League to his trophy list before he hangs his boots up for good at the end of the year? Busquets. Hadji just a little bit hesitant on the ball, couldn't get that pass away quickly enough, and now here come Dortmund again. Erling Haaland, two men in the middle, Jadon Sancho to Reina. It's a brilliantly crafted effort, and Dortmund take the lead again. We were at 6s, at 7s there, I don't mind admitting. We were pulled all over the place, and the fluid movement of Dortmund's front three has torn us a new one. Look at that. That's just lovely football. And so we have it all to do once again. He's giving it away here. Haaland. Centurion can't get anywhere near that one. Berkey to clear. Wow, that's brilliant. That's absolutely superb from Dortmund. They've torn us apart again. And it's all from a loose ball from Yohan Kabayi, and I'm afraid to say that he's cost us there, as have our entire defence. That's just absolutely appalling from us. Oh, come on! It's such a simple ball to play. Wilson caught in possession now. Hadji out to Busquets. Nyangbo. Well, he's done very well to get a chance away there. But at half-time it's 3-1 and it's fully deserved for Borussia Dortmund, I have to say. We've been appalling, defensively speaking. So bad, in fact, that Harrington, who's normally seen as an attacking option, is going to be drafted in as the second midfielder. He gives us height and power in the middle of the pitch, which is something that, unfortunately for Cabaye, he can't manage. Oh, every single time that we think we're getting a pass away, something happens. It's either overhit, despite the fact that I never tell them to hit it anywhere near as hard as they do. Like, the responsiveness of the players, and I don't want this to be an excuse, and don't take it as such, but the responsiveness feels awful today. The players just seem so sluggish, and it might be because we're 3-1 down, or it could be this dynamic, whatever the hell that Konami say it is, which frankly is a stupid idea. Like, instead of making the AI better, it makes your players worse, which is an awful bloody idea, frankly. Busquets has got plenty of room ahead of him. Out to Centurion. Willems. Busquets. It all breaks down. That's well done from Harrington. That's not so well done from Harrington. Oh, that's awful from Harrington. Two players running to occupy the same space. It's good to see intelligent movement is a continued feature of my team. Centurion can't get the shot away. It's good defending. And Haaland is somehow going to get to that before my defender. Oh my goodness me. It's 4-1. It's a great save from Newball. Good first header from Worrell. It's picked up and put back into the area by Dortmund. Schultz, Haaland underneath. Puts it over. Why do we only have 3 men back? I'm not playing counter-attacking football here, I'm playing possession football. I don't know why I've only got 3 men back. Right, Harrington. If we're going to get anything out of this game, we need it to happen very, very soon. Movement's just awful. Absolutely awful. Well, I say the movement. There is no movement. Despite scoring a goal to get us back in, Nyangbo's coming off for Hernandez, whose attacking instincts hopefully will result in slightly better movement in front of a what is now quite attacking midfield. It's a good shot from Wilson. Oh, it's 3-2. Hernandez in the 80th minute. There's a glimmer of hope for Nottingham Forest yet. Headed on from the edge of the 6-yard box. Chested down by Hernandez, who had the calmness and collectedness of mind to just let it drop and place it into the top corner. The man on the post doing nothing. I imagine they are going to play keep ball now. There's no need to risk letting us have the ball back as far as Dortmund are concerned. They have given it back to us though. Zagadou does well. Long ball forward. Need to get there, Willems. Well done, son. Hadji dispossessed. And I think that's it. I mean, that's the last chance. Yeah, oh no. I really don't know what to say. That early goal, which we did so well to fight back from 2 minutes later, you just had the feeling that we weren't supposed to win this one. Good equaliser. But really, we were feeding off scraps the entire game. This was excellent. Really, really well played. Excellent goal. Awful defending. Just absolutely tore us from pillar to post. And then this is just absolutely ridiculous, honestly. Absolutely ridiculous. Well done to Haaland, beating Newell at his near post like that, but my goodness me. Well, there we go. The Europa League dream is over. Borussia Dortmund will make their way to the final, but not without a very game effort from Nottingham Forest. I think that defensively we need to look at things in the summer. I mean, we were playing Busquets as a defensive midfielder, and he was nowhere to be seen most of the time. I'm going to have to put a specific instruction on him to stay back. It looks like. There we go. Oh, Liverpool are in no mood to be beaten as they win their second leg 4-0 to win 5-0 overall in aggregate. Borussia Dortmund going through 3-2, as we've just seen. A good effort from Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, this time round it just wasn't to be. So there we go. When we come back next week, it will be to show you guys what's happened with the final day of the season. Where do we finish? Do we get European football next season, or are we back to the humdrum Premier League? I think next time out we will play the old boys testimonial match to say goodbye to Johan Cabaye, who, despite not having the best of games today, has been an excellent servant for the team and certainly a player that improved our quality and got us into the Premier League in the first place. Um, so yeah, that's going to do us for another episode. I'm sorry that things ended this way, but we gave it our all, and if nothing else, I think that that result proves that I this there is no narrative here. I'm not reloading saves and the like. This is very much how the season has gone for us. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.